OG Lee in the house once again. Thank goodness. Tell me who it is being shot by the police here. Are they black or white?
Just what? Get in the car! Put your hands up!
You know, it's really a shame that most of us would have to answer that there has to be a black person on the other side of that windshield.
Just what?
You just have to be honest about it. And they pose no apparent threat.
Get out of the car! Just what?
Now, when they kill a black person like this, it's like, this is just all in a day's work. This guy right here, he went to court, he was found not guilty, but they still upheld his firing for this right here that appeared to be a department violation. He violated department rules, and so he was fired. He went and took him to court to get his job back. And guess what? The judge ruled in his favor. The judge says, guess what? According to all of the legalese shit that we have here, all this guy did was violate department policy, which is getting in front of a moving vehicle. Nothing to do with the shooting. He only violated the department policy by getting in front of a moving vehicle. His job has to be reinstated. The judge said the harshest penalty he should have got for getting in the way of a moving vehicle was 60 days suspension and a demotion. This has been so well known, you can actually see this guy stop you in a traffic stop. To me, probably would be more emboldened by this, this action, letting him back on the force. This is a small city. You mean to tell me you want to look up and see him stopping you? That's just a blow to black people. Another blow. It has to be a humane decision made in this. We shouldn't see this guy patrolling the streets of Little Rock as black people just because of what happened. They're not thinking about it like that. They are thinking that hey, this is all in a day's work. It just so happened that he killed this black dude. Now, the department's policy is for him to have let this vehicle go. And as you can see, the guy didn't speed off. He just slowly crept to his death. At some point, this brother had to be confronted with this policeman's gun out because he asked him, why are you going to shoot me? That's the first thing he asked.
Get out of the car.
So if he asked him, why are you going to shoot me? There had to have been something come up around, hey, if you don't get out of the vehicle, I'm going to shoot you.
Get out of the car.
So that already says to me that this guy came in, this police officer, Officer Starks, that he came in overzealous.
He's refusing to get out of the car.
So check this out. There's a passenger in the car.
Hey, can I get out? He's driving. Can I get out?
I need units.
Hey! Hey, can I jump out?
Get out. Come over here.
Yes, sir.
Get on the ground for me.
He has a pistol in here.
She said he's got a gun.
Now, did you hear what he just said?
She said he's got a gun. She said he's got a gun.
So that means that the officer did not know that the brother had a gun.
She said he's got a gun.
So how was this a threatening situation?
Get in the car! Put your hands up!
You tell me. He came in overzealous. He starts rolling out with his vehicle. In this case, according to the department regulations, he was supposed to just let that vehicle keep going and maybe call up ahead and try to get some other kind of things done. But he was not supposed to jump in front of that vehicle. But what they're saying is, it's all right that you fired on it. But you were not supposed to jump in front of the vehicle.
America's not unique in its sins. We're not unique in our evils. Where we may be singular is a refusal to acknowledge them. And the legends and myths we tell about our inherent, goodness to hide and cover and conceal so that we can maintain a kind of willful ignorance that protects our innocence. See, the thing is that when the Tea Party was happening, we were saying, pundits, oh, it's just about economic populism. It's not about race.
We want to speak to your supervisor.
I would like to speak to your supervisor.
No, you just told us we can't speak to your supervisor. We want to talk to your supervisor.
When people knew, social scientists were already writing that what was driving the Tea Party were anxieties about demographic shifts.
This is my license.
We want to see your supervisor.
For no apparent reason, and I would like to speak with your supervisor, sir.
They were seeing these racially ambiguous babies on Cheerios commercials.
I ain't finna stop recording nothing. Too many people getting killed over stupid shit.
That the country wasn't quite feeling like it was a white nation anymore.
I'm not coming to court because for the simple fact I didn't do anything wrong.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
And people were screaming from the top of their lungs, yo, this is not just simply economic populism. This is the ugly underbelly of the country.
Now you got your gun out. What you got your gun out for?
We are unarmed black men. We are unarmed black men in the vehicle.
What you got your gun out for?
See, the thing is this, and I'll say this, and I'll take the hit on it. There are communities that have had to bear the brunt of America white Americans confronting the danger of their innocence. And it happens every generation.
You are under arrest.
Wow.
If you don't get out of the car, you will be charged with resisting arrest.
For what? For what?
Get out of the car.
Oh my God, is this who we are?
This some bullshit.
Here's another generation.
This some bullshit.
A 2-year-old had his bones broken by 2 parents trying to shield him from being killed.
This some bullshit.
A woman who has been married to this man for as long as I've been on the planet almost, lost her husband. For what?
This some bullshit.
What we know is that the country has been playing politics for a long time on this hatred. We know this.
This some bullshit.
So it's easy for us to place it all on Donald Trump's shoulders.
You're playing games.
I'm not. We ain't nobody playing games. This is life. This ain't no fucking joke.
It's not a joke, man. It's black guys like me
get shot every day just for stupid shit like this.
No. It's easy for us to place Pittsburgh on his shoulders. It's easy for me to place Charlottesville on his shoulders. It's easy for us to place El Paso on his shoulders. This is us.
This ain't no fucking joke.
It's not a joke, man. It's black guys like me get
shot every day just for stupid shit like this.
No.
And if we're gonna get past this, we can't blame it on him.
This some bullshit.
He's a manifestation of the ugliness that's in us. I've had the privilege of growing up in a tradition that didn't believe in the myths and the legends because we had to bear the brunt of them. Either we're going to change, Nicole, or we're going to do this again and again.
This some bullshit.
And babies are going to have to grow up without mothers and fathers, uncles and aunts, friends.
This some bullshit.
While we're trying to convince white folk to finally leave behind a history that will maybe, or embrace a history that might set them free from being white. Finally.
What else?
Lord help us.
Now, when this first happened, They fired this cop immediately. The mayor, the chief of police, all of these people, they thought that they were getting out in front of the curve because there was so much happening in terms of police killing black men. So they said, look, this was such an egregious murder that we're going to get out in front of it and be a progressive city and fire him immediately. But now, the mayor, who was just newly elected, is black, and there hadn't been a black mayor in Little Rock in a while. So I don't know if that had anything to do with it. As it stands now, today is January 13th, 2020, and the city has up until January 16th. In 3 days, they've got to make a decision in terms of reinstating this police officer. So in 3 days, we could have a murderer on the streets dressed in a police uniform. You would never see no black police officer let back on the force if he killed a white person like this. Are you kidding me? First of all, his ass would have been in prison. Not only couldn't I believe that the guy was exonerated, found not guilty, I mean, I'm stunned that they've got to consider letting him back on the police force. That ain't no police officer. That's a mercenary. Are we saying Little Rock, the city of Little Rock, is hiring mercenaries to patrol the street? These police officers, they terminate them. But somehow, once they get with their police unions that are so powerful on appeal, a lot of these guys end up being reinstated. I want you to check out this case. So this cop, this was in Texas. He was fired for feeding a homeless man a dog shit sandwich. That ain't no police officer. That's a psychopath. Now, I don't know how you can explain away in any legal forum how a police officer has to somehow feed a homeless man a shit sandwich. And is that not a shit-eating grin on his face? No one that serves in a benevolent capacity, no one should have their job reinstated if they ever would feed someone down and out a shit sandwich. But no, they keep reinstating these guys.
And it happens every generation.
This some bullshit.
Either we're going to change or we're going to do this again and again and again and again and again and again.
Anywho, anyway, this is OG Lee, and I'll see you again soon. Hey, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And if you hit this notification bell, it'll let you know every time I knock another video out. Thank you for watching and listening. This is OG Lee, and I'll see you.